Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Pats and the reigning Super Bowl champs. And it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with that.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes Andrews.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Mahomes firing complete. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Patriots 6. Harrison Butker is set to kick
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Brady. They'll roll him out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and Yeah, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Cowboys have recovered. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes, rolling to his right. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for a Cowboys.
On 1st down, Mahomes steps away. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He'll buy some time right. This is caught by Evans. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 6-yard line.
Now he'll throw with Brady. And he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. First down and more for Jackson.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there.
And oh, he coughed it up. And the Patriots have it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open, Gronkowski. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski, 53 yards. And the Patriots are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see that. And Andrews lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Touchdown! Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Touchdown, Cowboys! And boy, how many times have we seen this from Tyreek Hill, that ability to take the ball in and turn upfield.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play, he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Eddie Jackson picks it.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Patriots are going to get the football back at their own 17. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams with some extra time to prepare during this long halftime break, but we're about ready to restart the second half of Super Bowl 57. So let's get back out to Arizona and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on, so plenty can still happen.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Brady going to go on 4th down. Being chased out left. And this is caught by Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on 4th, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a design.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Galladay. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. They'll roll him out right. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive. But this is going to wind up incomplete. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Patriots.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Brady will look to throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this to Elliott. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Adams. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Brady going to throw. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And this one is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? Well, Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
34.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that,
you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back.
And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive. They've got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there for New England. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Patriots are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Brady's going to look to throw. That's caught. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rolling to his right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And a loose football. And the Patriots have it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for New England.
Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Christian McCaffrey, 29 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the back flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. Fights off the defender. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense to go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.